Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to Qshell command. Okay, so mainly we are going to discuss about a process through which we can easily change our directory from parent directory to child directory, or you can say we can easily switch the what we can say the subdirectory, right? Yeah. So whenever you want to switch your directory to subdirectory, then what is the best way to do it? This thing we are going to discuss. Now, as usual, firstly, I'll tell you the requirement because command is quite short. We know we can directly copy paste the command from net itself, right? But understanding the requirement is a bit tricky thing. We should know like what is the reason we are uh, using that command and in which situation we have to use that command. So this thing we need to take care of, right? So for that, what we will do, I'll firstly show you the exact requirement, okay, and after that we will discuss this command. We will try to explore some different type of scenarios on qshell command, and at last we will run the some execution program. At last we will execute one cl program to perform the same operation, and we will discuss like how to execute the command on cl program. Got it? So let's just start with the requirement first. So for that, first of all, you are supposed to write here work lnk, which is the work link command. The moment when you hit enter here, it will take you to this screen, which is for work with object links. Okay, /home/Sharmit. Now from here, what we will do, in your case, the username would be different. Let's say if you are using the ABC username, so in that case, your directory would be /home/ABC. In my case, it is Sharmit. Okay. Now, if I scroll it down, you will find one directory that I have already created. Now, if you don't know what is directory, how to create that, then maybe you can refer the previous session because there we have already discussed it, right? So this is my directory. If I take option 5 here, you will find that we have another few directories in it. One is ABC, then PQR, then XYZ. Okay, and this is the location where my directories are stored. Now, just for those persons like who are directly referring this session, let me explain you the directory definition again, because if you don't know what is a directory, then it would be bit difficult for you to understand the concept of subdirectory. So directory is nothing but a folder where we store the files or sometimes subdirectories as well. So you can relate this thing with your system folder, right? In folder we keep some files, right? And sometimes we create folder inside a folder. So same thing, in this system we are talking about directory, which is also related to the folder. Okay, because Sharmit is a folder, or you can say directory, in which there are other files and directories. So this is the subdirectory. Directory inside directory is subdirectory. Got it? So fine. Now, the requirement is that suppose you are working on this particular folder in a project, and then you would like to go or switch to this ABC directory, or maybe to this PQR directory, okay, or maybe to this XYZ directory. So in that case, we have two options. First one is you have to write everything completely again, like cd, then space /home/Sharmit/Sharmit and /abc, or whatever your subdirectory name is, right? But it would be time taking for sure. We have to, because for now we have this only this much of chain, but it could be a larger chain, right, where we have multiple directories and subdirectories and directories, right? So in this situation, it would be time taking to use the cd again. Okay, and there might be some chance of error as well. So to solve this issue, we have one shortcut trick through which we can easily switch to our child directory. Now, if I am talking about child directory, then I am considering this directory as my parent directory, and these ABC, PQR, XY is my child directory. So when you would like to switch directly from a parent directory to child directory, then which command we have to use? Again, we will use cd command, but in different way that we are going to discuss today. Clear? So my preference is on the requirement, because once your requirement is clear, then you can run any command. You can copy it from internet, you can use from anywhere. But the thing is that we have to understand the requirement. That is very important. Okay, so I think now the requirement is clear. So we are good to start the practical example. So let's start. So to start the Qshell, you just need to write qsh here, then hit enter. The moment when you hit enter, it will take you to this screen, which is Qshell command entry screen. Now from here, what we can do, we can run one command pwd to check our present working directory. Hitting enter here, you can see my present working directory is /home/Sharmit. Now from here, if you would like to change your directory to a particular location, let's say I want to move to cd. Okay, cd, then /home/Sharmit/tech/Sharmit. So this is the location where I want to move, Sharmit. Okay, so if I hit enter, you can see it is executed successfully. Now if I do pwd, you can see our present working directory is /home/Sharmit/tech/Sharmit. Clear? So this is the one thing. Now we are in parent directory. Now from here, if you would like to go to your child directory, so we have two options. First option is the longer command, where you are supposed to write this /home/Sharmit, then tech/Sharmit, and then abc. But this is longer command, right? So I will tell you direct command which you can use in order to directly move to your child directory. For that, just write cd and abc. That's it. Okay, that's why I told you that when like command is very short. Command is not much larger, right? So you can see when we write cd abc and hit enter, it has changed to my child directory. Let's check by executing pwd. In pwd you can see /home/Sharmit/tech/Sharmit abc. Okay, so this is the advantage of using cd and subdirectory name, but it would work only if you are working on a parent directory. If there is no subdirectory, because it always look for the relative directory. If relative directory is present there, then it will switch it, otherwise it will skip it. Clear? Now if you remember, in previous session we also discussed the cd hyphen command to undo the or to reset the directory to the previous state. So if I hit enter here, you can see it is again back to /home/Sharmit/tech/Sharmit. Okay, now again, if you would like to move any other subdirectory, you can simply write cd space xyz, so it will move to this. Got it? And if I check pwd, it is working as expected. So this is the reason why we are learning this shortcut command. Otherwise we have to write again everything, right? But now we can simply switch it with the help of cd hyphen and cd subdirectory name pqr. So this is time saving things, right? So this is the reason we are learning these short tricks. Okay, and as I told you that if you would like to go for a thing which is not a subdirectory, then it will give error. Let's say if I want to go for Sharmit, for sure it will give error because this is not a relative. What it will do, it will firstly check for parent directory and then try to find out for the relative directory. If no relative directory, for sure it will give the error, and so it is giving. Okay, so just make sure that whenever you are executing the command, it should be in your present working directory, because from there only it will look for the relative directory or subdirectory. Clear? So yeah, these are the some steps that we can perform in order to switch the directory from parent directory to child directory. Now as we are comfortable with the Qshell command, so it's time to see how we can run the same through cl program. So for that you can simply see this program, which is a pgm to change program to change the directory relative to the current. So for that we will just declare one variable, simply write dcl take f4, provide variable name, type, storage, length. If you don't know the basic, I request you to go and check out previous session, because we are doing everything in a proper sequence. Then simply hit enter. From here you can write chgvar take f4, provide variable name and command. So in my case, I'm trying to change my directory to subdirectory abc, but prerequisite is same. Your directory should be at your parent directory, otherwise it will give error. Then we are good to start the Qshell. So strqsh take f4, provide variable name, and we are good with this. Okay, so that's the simplest program I think we have ever seen. So let's quickly compile it and call it. So it once you call it, it will change your directory to your subdirectory. But as we already discussed the requirement, it should follow all those conditions which we discussed on Qshell part. It should be in your parent directory, and from there it will look for the only for the relative directories. Okay, so yeah, I think we are good for now. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thanks